Alright, here's my setup I'm going to have for making my blade holders. This is going to sit in the bottom of the drawer, and into it I'm going to cut a 5-inch radius for each of my blades at 1/2-inch increments. I've got 10 blades, so it'll take about 5.5, 6 inches, or 6.5 maybe, I don't remember where I'm going to end up. But I got my 1/8-inch kerf blade in here. I'm going to cut one, take it out, and then see how many blades I have that fit in there. I think I've got 3, but I want to make sure. So I'm gonna put this in here. I've already checked my my blade. When I raise it, it takes 2 turns to turn it up to be just below the surface of this Baltic birch plywood. So I'm going to do one here and get my protection stuff here. And we'll see how it turns out. We'll take it off and then we'll move in 1/2-inch increments and see how it ends up. Measure this. I don't know if I went deep enough or... 5/8. I've got another... I can go a little more than 2 turns. Let me put this back in here. And give it another shot here. Okay, so I'm at 6275. I think that's pretty good. 80 thousandths. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm within about that, maybe a 1/16 of clearing this. And they have to be down. They have to be down some. Otherwise, the blades won't clear. So the blade's going to sit in there like that. Let me see if we're seeing that. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, so this is a thin kerf blade in this opening, but that's what I got in mind. They won't really wobble around, and I think I might put some kind of blocking in here as well. But that's what I'm looking for right there. So I'm going to check the fit in my drawer to make sure I'm through enough, and then we'll come back. Alright, so that works out great. I've got about a 1/4 inch clearance between the top of the blade and the bottom of my divider there. So I moved over a half. I've got 3 blades that are 1/8 inch, so I'm going to make 2 more cuts. Let me think, I've got this one, 1, 2, yeah, 3. So I'm going to think about, yeah, I got to have 3 slots. So I'm going to make 3, I'll make 3 slots here. So I'm going to do 2 more cuts. So there's my 3/8 inch. That'll be good. And now we'll do thin kerf. So I got to change blades, put in a thin kerf blade, and then do my remaining cuts. After I get done with that, we'll come back. Okay, there's every blade I own, except for well, I own this one too, but it's in the saw. So I actually ended up with 2 extra spots there, and you probably should only have 1, because you would, if I take and put my dado set in, then I need a place to put my blade. But that worked out good. I'm going to put it in my drawer. Then I'll show you my setup over here, and then that'll wrap this project up, I think. Okay, now that I got everything pretty much done, I just want to give you a quick little synopsis, I guess, of how things work for me now. My sliding table here, works great. I've got a locking pin here that I can put in the end of this rail and drop into a hole, that gives me the ability to lock that if I take my fence off. And so the ability to change this out is just this easy. All I need to do is get under here, loosen this bolt here that is my pivot point, and then loosen this one here. And I can take this off just that quick. So these are some homemade UHM spacers. I've got another one somewhere here. There it is. 2 of them. That keeps the fence up a little bit so it doesn't ride on my tabletop over here. And then these can come off just as quickly. This is my micro adjuster to dial in my whatever angle I happen to be working on. Okay, so that's off. I mean, all this would be cleared away. And then you can move on and change, you know, if you're doing a ripping operation. That's it. So now if this was put away and cleaned off, I'm good to go. And I can reassemble it just that fast as well. So it doesn't take much time at all. So then my rip fence, one thing I will tell you here is that with the addition of this sliding table, I've lost 3.5 inches to the, or about 3 inches I should say, to the left of the blade. I can't even remember the last time I cut on the left side of my blade, but it's still plenty enough capacity for me. This works perfectly. My old electrical cord there from fixing the switch so I could reroute my wires, but this works great. This is my, as we move to the right here, this is now my dedicated router fence setup that I have. If I loosen some bolts in here that are tied through the box into the extrusion, I can slide my fence in and out, you know, depending upon what size bit I'm using. 4-inch dust collection up on top, and then my box that I built underneath. I know it's going to operate a lot cleaner, so that moves just as well. The one thing I don't have, when I take this off, I used to have this cubby underneath here to store this fence. You know, I could take it off and pull it and drop it through. So I'm going to have to maybe work something out on that, come up with something. I guess maybe I could put it over here on my roller stand. That'll work. And then my Incra LS positioner, that thing works great too. If I want to do you know, route with this fence instead of this one, if I'm doing whatever, grooving or something where I need to adjust. The other thing I can do with this is I can bring this fence over, butt this one up to it, and now use this as my positioner and leave my handle unlocked and move it that way. So a lot of versatility with that. Now then, my cart turned out great. Start at the bottom here with the blades. I just got them in here. They're just sitting there. They're not rolling around or banging into each other. I thought maybe I'd have to do something and you know, to keep that from moving, but the weight is enough for that. My dado set, got that sitting in here. I've just got it sitting on a block, so that when I want to come in here and grab it, I can reach underneath there and grab it and pull it out. So that's my bottom drawer. Middle drawer, or my third drawer, is table saw helpers, push blocks, push sticks, a couple of micro jigs. This is my homemade push block that mounts on the fence like so. And I can adjust that, but I've got a little tab here, so if I'm ripping thin stock, I can use this push block and push it that way. So I can adjust this to whatever thickness extrusion I might have on here. So it gives me that nice tight fit. So I got that one, and like I say, some other stuff. Second drawer, my micro adjuster with my dial indicators, and magnetic feather boards, mag switch feather boards, my micro adjust stop that goes on my sliding table. I've got a few more of these somewhere. I got to get them over here. These are just stops that I could mount on the fence this way. Oh, this is for the that fence 1.5 inch. And I've got some 40mm ones as well. So that's that one, and then in the top drawer, table saw inserts, a couple of hammers, my wrenches, tape measures, my pencil pointer, and just, stuff that I use every day. So I'm not going to subdivide the drawers just yet. I'm going to use this for a while and see how it goes. But I like it. Much better use of the space here. And then if I need to bring this out, just a matter of unlocking it. So, and just giving it a good pull. And now I've got something I can stage off of. If I need to if I'm using my router table and I got the pieces over here, why they can sit here, or table saw stuff, whatever. So, looking forward to putting this thing to good use. So there you have it. Thanks for watching.